So I knew it wasn't just fill out my days of, of work, get multiple jobs. And it was not about that. It was about investing my time in something that could be lucrative, that could take me where I wanted to go, that could create what I wanted, which was more freedom. I wanted more money, yes, but I wanted freedom with it to enjoy life. I didn't want to spend 40 years working to not enjoy it, and to, at the end, trying to enjoy all the things that I worked for when I'm too old to do it. And so really, this success equals time or vehicle, it's the vehicle. Pick the right vehicle. And obviously that vehicle really, it depends on the timing of industry and where the world's at today. And be willing to invest some time in it. Now, the good news for those that are looking at this for the first time, this is something you can do part-time. This is something that you can do on the side. And if you take it serious, we've developed a compensation plan, short-term and long-term, to potentially replace the income that you have at your job. So short-term or long-term, if you didn't need that job anymore, based on the amount you're making with us, and you even had more time to enjoy life, that's the whole kind of process here. It's start this part-time, you take it as far as you want it. The magic number is really someone's bills or expenses. I knew what my magic number was, trying to pay my bills every month. You kind of have that idea, or you should, of this is the nut I have every month that I got to cover. And you hope that your jobs cover that. Now, if you're filling up your hours and you can't work anymore, you're kind of limited to how much you can have in life. And obviously your bills, hopefully, are less than your income. But a lot of times people have more expenses than they do income, and that tips the scales the wrong way. So the magic number is figuring out what you need to get by. And what if we could show you a way to match that magic number and or exceed it? Not just the dollar amount, but also have time attached to it. So that's really what this is developing that magic number. And for everyone, it's different. When I looked at network marketing a long time ago, my magic number was smaller than it would be today. Obviously, the more we live and experience it and make more money, we tend to have more expenses. Here, it's whatever it is for you. We figure that out, and we help you develop a plan to hit that magic number and then exceed it. Now, Vado International was established in 2009. So we're a very new company. Actually, we launched officially in January 2010. We located in Cleveland, Ohio. We have multiple product lines. Something called social commerce that you'll hear about and learn about. It is really the next hot thing out there. And we wanted to be in that world. We wanted to be in what's hot, what's moving, where the buzz was at. And we wanted to make that our lead product, our lead sizzle, something that we could take not just nationally, but internationally. Service that we could take into any corner in the world. Energy is another service we market that you'll hear about. Obviously, for markets that have choice for their energy services, we're in those markets, and it's a great service to market because everyone will pay an energy bill forever. Why not help people and put them in a better place and make money every time someone pays their energy bill? It kind of just makes sense. Travel is an industry that I love to travel, so it's something that excites me. If you could help people travel more because of the cost, if you could have some incredible deals for them to take advantage of and travel, or yourself. Who wouldn't travel more if money and time wasn't the issue? I don't think people would just sit home and do nothing if they had money and they had the time. So why not offer some incredible deals for people, deals they can't pass up? And, we know vacationing and getting away and breaking away is something so important to staying sane, in my opinion. National coverage, international expansion. We're all throughout North America, U.S. and Canada. We're not stopping. Like I said, we're going to hit every corner on the globe. Wherever there's people that want opportunity and wherever there's businesses and consumers out there that want to get deals and businesses that want to make money, we want to hit those markets. So, we are just beginning. We are not even in the ground floor stages. I believe we're underground now. And what separates us really from what's out there, because again, we wanted to be something different. We didn't want to be another Me Too. We didn't want to just create something to try to make money for the company and a few bucks for the reps. Anybody can do that, and many companies do. We wanted to create something that no one had done, to be a pioneer in something. We wanted to be the company people look back and talk about over the years. Amway and Avon, all these companies that started, some in the late 1800s, that created the industry of direct sales. That's what people think of when they think of the pioneers. Well, times are changing, and technology is helping to change that. And we wanted to create something so unique that separates us so much that we're that company someone's talking about 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, 100 years from now. And so what separates us is this. if you look at what most companies do in our industry, and it's worked and it's phenomenal and it still works, is you can become an independent representative with a company, usually very, very low cost. And you're able to build a team of representatives by introducing them the opportunity. Those representatives and yourself can go out and get customers on whatever services or products those companies offer. Now, this has been the simple model that has worked for years, over a century. And based on this model, it allows you to leverage yourself out through the efforts of many people. It allows an unlimited amount of customers to be acquired, therefore create an unlimited income for you. And it's all based in this model off of what your team does, because the amount of customers that are acquired is based on what your team personally does. So what we said, well, what if there was a way we could create a service or an opportunity where the customers could go out and have an incentive to bring in more customers for you. And it could go viral, just like a Facebook would go viral, just like some of the group buying companies out today have gone viral, or customers are referring customers. See, before the internet, it was harder or less effective for a viral road. Internet created something that never existed. It couldn't exist until today. So we created a model and we renamed it. The name multi-level marketing has been around forever. We said that's not what we want. We want multi-viral marketing. And multi-viral marketing is what we've created. So we said, let's rename it. If we're going to reinvent the industry, why not just rename it as well? So remember MVM. That will stick in your head for quite a long time, just like it is for us. But this is the model that we've created, and you'll see how this all ties in. So as we go to the next slide here, the group buying industry in itself, which created the concept for what we're doing. Okay, we didn't want to be another Me Too. We didn't want to be a Groupon copycat. That's not what we used that idea and concept to create what we believe is not just the second generation, but the third generation of group buying. We've already figured that out. We want to kind of duplicate what Facebook did to MySpace. They didn't invent social networking. They just made a better model. And they created advancements, meaning they were farther ahead in generations of, from the second to the third to the fourth, before other companies could even get a foothold on what they were doing at the moment. And that's kind of what we've created. So look at the industry established in 2008, became the fastest growing industry in history. Over 80 million subscribers, 40 countries globally. I mean, just look at the numbers. It is a huge industry that just started, and it's growing rapidly. And most people still don't even utilize online group buying. So imagine, 2008, a few years ago, that, usually it takes a lot longer than that for industry to boom. And it's created some of the fastest growing companies in history. Let's take a look at what Groupon has done. 2008 valued at almost $18 billion. That was the last time we checked. Google offered them $6 billion, and they turned it down before they went public. That's how big this became. Living Social started in 2007, valued at $3 billion. So these are companies that are all pretty new companies that have not just done well, but literally pioneered the industry. And we looked at this, we researched it, we saw what was going on, we interviewed companies, talked to consumers, and we created a model based on demand. And everything that we predicted is actually happening within these industries. So we're right on track. In fact, we're ahead of the game, I believe. But traditional group buying works like this, and this is why it had a big spike, and this is why this model is actually not being effective, and people are really not buying into this model much now, which is what we predicted because of this reason alone. If you're a company and you have an original price that you want to sell something at for $20, well, if you want to do a deal with Groupon, and they allow you to do a deal with them, they'll schedule your time 3-6 months out, whenever that is. Here's your slot for your deal, and you have to give a 50% discount on the deal. So if you're going to run the deal and you normally sell it for 20, you got to sell it for 10. Then Groupon will take 50% of that. They'll take $5. So at the end of the day, it leaves you with $5, basically 75% off of what you would have sold it for. So that may work one time. That may work for the right company that's pure service-based and not hard goods. But if you're any kind of company where you have a cost, you can't do 75% off. It's giving stuff away or taking a loss. So a lot of companies can't even be a part of this model. Yet this model that's very flawed actually created the industry. All that means is there's a huge demand for people that want to get stuff online or get deals. They want to save money. There's a huge demand for businesses that want to take advantage of online growth, an unlimited audience, basically. So look at some of the deals Groupon ran. You got a Groupon deal that sold over 137 deals, and these usually run for 24 hours, sometimes more, sometimes less. You have another deal that Groupon ran, sold over 2,000. Looks like a getaway package. You have a Living Social deal Whole Foods did, and they sold over 1 million. And I believe it wasn't. It's not even the end of the deal. It wasn't even 24 hours. They sold over 1 million. So just know, people want this. It's a demand. That is the only reason why we're showing you this, is simply because based on that model I showed you, a lot of people are utilizing it and buying it. All the different companies out there, there's 1 million local companies and national companies. Everyone's jumping on board using the same model, basically, and we call that Generation 1. So, as we studied that industry, as we looked at it, saw the upsides, we saw the things that people didn't like, we said we need to create that next generation. What is that going to be? So if you took the Groupon world, that model, and we said, what if we can tie it with the Facebook? We know everyone is comfortable with Facebook, social networking, and there's no value in Facebook. No one, you don't make money because you have friends. Facebook just connects people socially. It's grown to hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of subscribers just to connect with people socially. We said, what if we could give all those people a benefit using the same model, same concept? And then we could also tie it into the direct selling, the network marketing side. What would that create? And we came up with referdia, which is the name of our next generation online group buying. And we call it social commerce. Took the social networking and the e-commerce, we put them together. We created this social commerce model that we believe is way ahead of what's out there today. And we are just beginning to roll it out. So if you're wondering, am I early or am I late? Well, guess what? You are very, very early. Here's how referdia works. A business would sign up with referdia. Our representatives and independent representatives would connect that business to referdia. So you go out, you refer a business to referdia, you are the connector. Our representatives also refer consumers, people that want to get deals. And now you're going to see some of our new referdia 2.0 benefits in this. We're going to give you a little appetizer. It's kind of like, we're taking you out for a 5-star dinner, and this is just a little appetizer before we get the main course. So what's happening here is, as our representatives refer businesses, okay, and our representatives refer consumers, you can generate income, and I'll show you how that works. The businesses have an unlimited opportunity to run deals to the consumers that are connected through referdia. They can market at any percentage of savings they want. They're able to run deals anytime they want, and they're able to refer their database of consumers that they have to referdia as well. And as it virally grows, as businesses are referring consumers, as other consumers are referring consumers, see, all the consumers will have a financial incentive to refer people they know. So your customers are getting new customers. Your businesses you sign up are referring all their database in because they want to reconnect with their consumers. And every single month you're able to generate income for every single business that signs up and every consumer that signs up, whether you sign the consumer up or it grew virally. Now, when you understand viral, we can't even predict and put a number on that. We know what Facebook did, from a few to hundreds and hundreds of millions through viral. Same component here. So just imagine, if you get started with us as a representative, your job will be connect businesses and consumers, and it gives them both value. So on all the connections, you get paid. The value for a business. Okay, our referdia 1.0 model that we've used since the beginning is what's in place right now. And obviously those that are getting started with us, your leaders, know exactly how to help you acquire those businesses. As you can see here, free to sign up, reach customers with a tool at their fingertips. There's no traditional ad risk for the business, only pay on guarantees. They don't have to do a 50% deal, just so you know they can do any percentage of deal. And we take 20% versus 50%. So, they're not giving up all their profits as well. And they're deciding what percentage of savings they want to do in the frequency of deals. They're not allotted a time slot for 3 months. Their time slot is 365 days. They create the deal however they want to do it. So full control. They get a free storefront profile where they create their image of who they are, upload pictures, all the information they want to display. They can run a deal anytime we talked about. Very important. They can create a strong following that's always connected to them. They can obviously add to favorites, and again, it's free to sign up. The value to the consumer, imagine just getting deals you want, deals that are custom to your likes and interests, instead of all these random deals that people get today. No obligation, obviously, just buy what makes sense. You can follow your favorite businesses so you can know when they're running the deals, even message back and forth on, hey, run a deal, whatever you want. It's a communication link between the consumers and businesses, and by referring others that buy, you get a chance to get free deals. And best of all, here it's free. The referdia universe is just basically what you like. Your universe is based on your likes and interests. You get to pick your favorites, all the different categories, so you can get the deals you want, not just the random blast that people get today at traditional Groupon. Consumer profile page, again, your likes and interests, as you see here, let's call that Mary in Phoenix, Scottsdale area, will like different things than John in Akron. So they'll get deals based on them, and you can choose how you would like to receive those deals, whether you want to get them on emails or you want to get them on tablet or on your mobile phone. And we're actually getting ready to launch a mobile app as well, just to make that experience more user-friendly if you're using it on your mobile device. Just a quick glimpse here of some of the differences. I'm not going to read through them. I'll just know, you can see there's a lot of yeses on the referdia side versus Generation 1, what's out there today. So we've just added more benefits and something that just makes more sense for a business. See, guys, if the businesses aren't happy with the model, they're not going to participate in run deals. Therefore, what good are consumers if there's no deals? So if we can take care of the business and they're excited and it's very lucrative for them beyond what's out there today. I mean, our Generation 2 here, 2.0, referdia, is going to be more beneficial and lucrative for the business than any model out there today. So if we take care of the businesses, they're going to run deals. They're going to run more frequency of deals. Therefore, consumers will always be taken care of if there's deals running. So we want to make that the focus, the business side. And again, a lot of our yeses are on that business side as well. We also market natural gas and electricity, which we talked about earlier. And these, a handful of markets around the country and Canada. Again, in the markets we offer energy, you can go out and acquire energy customers. And every time those energy customers pay their bills, you get paid. Now, something pretty cool that we're going to be doing is some cross-marketing that I'll talk about in a minute. Cross-marketing in our world is, as we help you build a referdia database, your consumers can grow virally throughout the country and the world. And we'll know where those consumers are based on their information. So we'll be able to cross-market our energy services to every consumer that's in an energy market. And some of those consumers could be in your organizations because it grew virally. So you could be able to acquire energy customers all over the country, yet you can't get an energy customer in your own market because it's not there yet. So we wanted to give everyone that opportunity to be able to get paid on energy customers. So we'll do the work and cross-market for you. Envato Vacation Club, like we talked about. I mean, the travel is awesome, guys. We know people love to travel. Why not be behind a service that can give people value in that area? I mean, these are just some of the deals that you'll see. There's so many different components to this site. You'll be able to go on and look at all the deals that are out there. But if you just look at some of them here, obviously the top three are pretty self-explanatory. You look at some down at the bottom. There's Xanadu Beach Resort Marina in Freeport, Bahamas. Occupancy is 4 people for 8 days and 7 nights, $299. That's almost a $1,600 value. So, I mean, if you took 4 people and you divided that cost by 4, it's a pretty cheap vacation to get to. And there's, this is one of thousands of deals out there. So the membership for this, it has a tremendous amount of value. Just by taking one vacation a year, you've actually utilized that value. We also have loyalty credits, which you'll understand. Every year somebody is on our service. If someone's on our vacation club for 1 year, they get a $250 voucher. Now, if you go back to some of these deals, you can see $250, in some cases, pays for a vacation. So it's almost like we're giving someone a free vacation if they stay with us for a year. So to be on the membership, it's $39.95 per month. At one time, a $50 activation. There is no contract. So it's month to month. We believe people will enjoy this so much. Why lock them into a contract? And if they're on for 12 months straight, they're getting a $250 voucher. So you can kind of subtract that from what that annual cost would be. Or you can just look at it like, I get a free vacation every year. Not including whatever trips I decide to take based on my membership. So it has a ton of value in here, guys. We talk to experts in the industry, and our price point is so low compared to some of these clubs out there. I didn't understand how this worked, and as I looked into some of the other vacation clubs and travel memberships, we are priced so on the low end, which made us feel great that we were in that area to be able to give someone a top of the line service at such a low cost, and obviously for our representatives to market it. Now, getting started with Envato since day one, since January of 2010, it's been $499 to get started. And we've had thousands upon thousands upon thousands of representatives get started with us. And obviously make money. That's the whole point, to be a part of what we're doing. And that's not even, that is all up to this point, meaning what we're offering now with our referdia blows away everything that we had done before or even imagined we could do. And that $499 has not changed. Here's the only difference now, is we've changed it for this promotion to $99. So every person now can join our company, become an independent representative. What was $499 is $99, and that runs till September 7th. It's a promotion window. We're allowing people to get started. So no matter what happens at the end of that promotion, you will always be an independent representative. Cost you $99. You're not going to have to pay more to be an independent representative. So and this has been running for just over a week now, and guys, we have seen a massive wave of people getting started with us because, it's obviously a much easier startup cost, and it allows them to be right at the ground floor of our launch of referdia 2.0, and the timing could not be better. And we wanted to just offer a huge window of opportunity for people that see an opportunity, so the money would never be a reason why someone couldn't get started with us. We want to take that out and give every person that has desire, has goals, is motivated to be able to put that into an opportunity and not worry about not having the money to get started. So remember, this promotion ends September 7th. Anybody that joins, right now it's $99, and you get everything that our independent representatives have got since day one. All the back support, all the training, all the benefits. So as an independent representative, you're going to make 3 types of income. Personal residual based on what you do personally, team residual based on building an organization of representatives, and customer acquisition bonuses that we'll talk about. It's a very balanced compensation plan. So all that means is, first off, every bonus, every residual that's paid out is based on customers being acquired. So just understand, that's a very important thing for you to know, is that this is not join, do nothing, or join and just recruit people. It is a customer acquisition company. The bonuses, as you see in this graph here, will pay you right away up front based on your effort. Time you put in, the residual income, and now when you see the new model, can pay you right away. But it will grow exponentially, as you can see, based on building a team. The bigger your organization, the more customers are acquired, the bigger your residual gets. And eventually your residual will exceed and well exceed your customer acquisition bonuses. And time plus money equals freedom. That's really what it's about, guys. We all know people that make a lot of money, but they have no time to enjoy it. What's the point? We know a lot of people that have a lot of time. Usually they have no money. That's even worse. Just sit around and think about all the things you can't do. So we know together is what equals freedom. No limit to the income, but have time to go enjoy life. Not by any other reason than working smart, leveraging your efforts through the efforts of many people, which, by the way, is how people become wealthy. Wealthy people figure out a way how to get paid on more hours in a day than exist in a day. And most wealthy people get paid on tens of thousands of hours, whether they work or not, because they're working smart. You got to work smart and harder. So let's talk about the personal income, what you do. Personal compensation or personal income here works like this, guys. Okay? Our referdia 2.0, we're going to give you a little taste of what the referdia 2.0 is here, and kind of give you an idea of some of the incomes or how some of the incomes will be made in the 2.0 model. So if you look at our little referdia 2.0 storefront consumer, representatives, like I said before, will refer businesses to sign up and consumers. So here's how the residual will work for your storefronts or businesses. So if you're a representative and you referred Joe's Pizza, Joe decided, I want to be a part of referdia 2.0. you would receive $10 every single month. Joe is with us. Obviously, Joe's going to be with us. So imagine getting $10 a month. So if you refer 10 businesses, that's $100 a month. Pretty simple. And if they have multiple locations, you'll get an extra $5 per month per location. So you can see just that alone could be lucrative. I mean, if you're looking at how do I make $99 back, well, there you go. You can set up 10 businesses, in the next week or less, and you have that coming in. Okay, as this rolls out. This is not active yet, so just know this is what's just about to be launched. Okay, every consumer you refer. So imagine posting on Facebook, friends, family, emails, people you know. Every consumer that signs up for referdia 2.0, you'll get 50 cents on every one every month. And that's direct and indirect. What is an indirect? Indirect means your consumers that refer consumers. So imagine you referred me, I sign up as a referdia 2.0 consumer, I love it. I find out I can get deals or free stuff if I refer other people. I blast it out on my Facebook, and that grows exponentially. Those people do the same and do the same and do the same. Those are indirects, the viral growth. You get 50 cents on them as well. Okay? The Envato Vacation Club. Every personal retail vacation club customer you get $2.40. So, you can you go out and get 10 vacation clubs. You can see, obviously well over $20 right there a month residual. Now, Envato Energy works on measurements, so, just not to get too confusing with people, but gas, we use MCF, which is a measurement. Electricity actually is supposed to be kilowatt hours. And you don't have to become an expert energy. All you know is that if you sign up someone on our gas or electric service, based on their usage every month, you would get 6 cents an MCF for the gas. And that's something you'll understand. If you're in an energy market, we have separate trainings for that, so you can understand that. But just know you get paid for their energy bill every single month. Now, also something that is very interesting is this. Just like I told you before, let's say you went out and referred Joe's Pizza. Joe signed up on 2.0. You see you'd receive $10 a month every month, right? But Joe probably has a database of people that he would love to get back in. And Joe goes, listen, I got thousands of people in my database. I want to refer them in because I want them back in my door. And by the way, every consumer that Joe refers, okay, you get 50 cents on them every single month. But so does Joe. So Joe has a financial incentive to refer 1,000 people. If he referred 1,000 people, he gets 50 cents every month. That's $500 to Joe outside of what his benefits of being a business in referdia. And by the way, so do you. So Joe has a huge incentive to refer other people. So Joe's referring his database. We're helping him do it. We're driving them to sign up through Joe. They're connected to Joe and you as the rep. Everyone's happy. But then those consumers refer other consumers because they get free stuff and it grows virally. You're getting 50 cents on every consumer that came out of that Joe joining and referring his database, who referred their friends and their friends and their friends and their friends. You get 50 cents every month on every consumer, and so does Joe. So obviously it's a win-win for everybody to an unlimited viral growth. We can't even create an example of how big it can grow. And that's off of one business. Imagine going out and signing 10 businesses up, and they all have this huge incentive to refer their database that will grow virally. See, we can't even outthink this. We can't outwork it. It's never been done in network marketing before, guys. And I'm just showing you what you do personally. We haven't even started on what you could do by growing a team. So we'll take a look at that in a second. So here is an example here, guys. Let me just, there we go. We're going to give an example. So we talked about the residual income from the storefront. Pays you $10 plus $5 for every location. Consumers pays you 50 cents, and everything virally through that is 50 cents. So no, every consumer that's brought in through you or a business and virally is 50 cents. We talked about that. Let's just give you an example, okay? Let's just say, conservatively, your career, let's say you signed up 10 storefronts. We know that's $10 a month per storefront, right? So 10, that's 100. Now, let's say each of them averaged 3 locations, just to use a number. And you're getting $5 for each location. Now, we're going to say it virally grew through the storefront by 50. And guys, I don't know about you, but ask any business owner that's been around for any amount of time how many people they have in their database, how many emails they have. it's not going to be 50. It's going to be a lot more. But let's be real conservative. And again, that could be people in the database. It could be people that walk in the door and they help sign them up right there. Maybe give them a deal if they sign up right there. So 50 is viral, very conservative. Then we're going to say through those consumers that came from the business, it grew by 50 virally from each one of those consumers. So we're just using some conservative numbers. So 10 storefronts. Now remember, guys, all you did in this example was sign up to 10 storefronts. That's all you did. Everything else happened based on you signing up to 10 storefronts. You weren't doing the work for any of this to happen besides signing up to 10 storefronts. Okay? So we're going to say that consumers, with 10 storefronts, average 3 locations. We had an average of 50 viral per storefront. Okay? You acquired, let's say, 50 consumers personally. So you referred personally through Facebook and emails 50 consumers. And let's say that grew virally just by 5. Okay? We're going to say each one of those 50, referred 5 people so they could get free stuff. Again, we wanted to lowball the numbers. Okay? This basic conservative example would bring in over $700 a month for you. And that's just on what you personally do, guys. So remember, in this example, your control here was get 10 storefronts and 50 consumers. That's all you did. Everything else is going to happen because you did that. So this is an example of how someone, without recruiting one person as a rep, could generate income. But we know the big money is building a team. Now, we know that if you could leverage yourself out through the efforts of many people, you can get a lot more done than you could by yourself. We know that. So team income is introducing representatives that go out and do the same thing you're doing. So as much as an incentive as you have to acquire businesses and consumers, well, guess what? Your team will do the same thing and you override that. And that team can be built infinitely wide. You can introduce as many people as you want. There's no limit. I mean, how many people do you know out there want to be a part of history? And it's $99. How many people do you know want to be a part of the compensation that you've seen up to this point, and it's only $99 to get started? So you can introduce an unlimited amount of people and get paid on an infinite depth, meaning those people who know people, who know people, who know people, and it grows exponentially. Now, you make bonuses every time someone joins your organization and acquires their first 10 customer points, and I'll talk about that later, which we have people in some of these groups are acquiring in the first 24 to 48 hours. You'd receive up to $110 per person. So infinitely wide, infinitely deep. Every time someone joins, gets 10 points within their first 30 days of getting started, you'd receive up to $110 in bonuses. Now, each position in our company has bonus potential. At the very beginning, as a certified independent representative, that first position, which means you joined and you acquired 10 customer points. Okay? When you personally recruit a representative that acquires their first 10 customer points within their first 30 days, you'd get a $20 bonus. So let's just say you went out and referred 3 people to become representatives. Those people saw the incentive and upside to going out and acquiring customers because they want to make residual. Well, as soon as they got 10 points, you'd receive $20. So that'd be $20, $40, $60 you'd make based on helping them get started and them getting certified with their customer points. And as you can see, as you move through the position, certified team leader, up to $30, executive team leader, up to $50. And as you move to the right, senior vice president, up to $110. So each position will pay you more money for doing the same thing. Because at each position, you're going to do the same thing. Personally recruit somebody, or somebody within your organization recruit somebody. That person gets certified, you get paid a bonus. And the bonuses are designed to be just that, guys. Bonuses. Extra money as you're building that residual income. And so this money can be paid literally immediately. Someone you get paid your first week, you could be generating bonuses on every single person that joins your team. So let's talk about the team residual. Because as your organization grows, all your representatives are acquiring consumers and businesses and vacation club customers and energy customers. And as that grows out, you override everything and can get a percentage on everything that your organization does. So let's look at how this works. Every business storefront that's acquired within your entire organization, remember, business you did not acquire, somebody in your team did, at any level. Okay, there's a $15 commission value that's connected to that. And I'll show you what that will mean in a minute. Every consumer that's acquired through your whole organization, 75 cents commission values attached to every consumer. Every vacation club customer that's acquired through your whole organization, $3.60. Okay, and energy has the measurement, per kilowatt hour or per MCF. Now, here's how this works, guys. However many, let's use storefronts, let's use businesses. If your entire organization, through everyone's efforts, had 100 storefronts, we'll just be conservative, 100 storefronts in your whole organization, 100 businesses that signed up on referdia 2.0. Well, you take $15 times 100. So the commission value would be $1,500. Now, based on the position you hold in the company, determines what percentage of that you get. So you can see at each position, the percentages go up. So again, just like in the bonuses, move through the ranks, get paid more. We're doing the same thing. So if you're a regional marketing director, you're getting paid up to 25% of that commission value. So just think, if you had 1,500 storefronts that that signed up while you were regional marketing director, $1,500 commission value while you're a regional marketing director, you get 25% of $1,500. Okay, and that's paid every single month. So the bigger your team gets, the more customers, the higher the commission values, and the more money you'll make. And again, just so you guys know, this is not your training. This is an overview. You'll get trained and understand everything specifically. This is just to give you the concept. And because it's $99 to get started, the concept should be enough to help you make a decision if you want to partake or not, right? So here's an example. You as the rep member are always the connector. You build a team of representatives, as big as you possibly want. And those representatives will be acquiring business storefronts, helping people get started as a business that want to be part of referdia. Those team will also be referring consumers that want to be a part of it as well. Now, let's just say, as for an example's sake, through your entire organization, all your representatives' efforts, like I said, acquired 100 storefronts. Okay, that's a very conservative number. And let's say through everyone's efforts, through the business's databases, through viral growth, 1,000 consumers, conservatively, were in your organization. Now, just based on that, conservatively, your incomes here at each position would be in these areas. From certified team leader up to $110 a month to senior vice president up to $1,575. So, we're using some conservative numbers. There will not be a senior vice president or national marketing director, or for that matter, probably a regional marketing director that only has 100 storefronts and 1,000 consumers. So realistically, guys, these numbers would be much bigger. This example might pertain to CTL or ATL, but we wanted to put all the positions in there. But this is income that's coming in month after month residually based on what the team does. So creates an unlimited growth potential, which creates an unlimited income potential. We also have a rewards program for people that want to partake in this on a part-time basis or full-time basis. And it's build your team, win great prizes. That's kind of our motto. We are a fan of awards and prizes. I think imagine on Christmas morning if all you got was money. Yeah, it'd be fine. But it's not about money. It's about the prize. It's about the present. It's about the unwrapping of it. It's about something you might not have went out and bought that you end up falling in love with and are so glad you have. It's that kind of mentality that we wanted to put here, because the money you'll be making, really, you could go buy this stuff when you see, when you hit these positions and get the incomes. But we wanted to put stuff in here that you just have to have. You're not going to go buy it. We're buying it for you. So this is an extra program we have. An executive team leader, which is a second earned position in the company. We're going to create benchmarks, and we're not going to show you what they are yet, because it's going to be revealed in the next phase here very, very soon. And you can hit certain benchmarks. And by the way, there's people in our company that as soon as this goes, will probably already have achieved many of these awards. But you hit the first benchmark. Imagine if we just give you an iPad too. Here you go. Imagine you hit the next benchmark, a camera. And again, there'll be other options too, but these are just some ideas for you. Vacation for 2 when you hit the next benchmark. How about when you hit the top benchmark at that position, you get a $400 a month shopping spree. Simply means you can use it for whatever you want at different stores or locations. So basically, it could cover many of your expenses, your gas, your grocery shopping, your this, your that, $400 a month. This is just extra and above the income you're going to make as a representative. This is just fun stuff. Okay? At regional marketing director, imagine just hitting the first benchmark in a laptop, of your choice, let's say. The next benchmark, 3D LED TV or something similar. The next benchmark, imagine having a $1,000 a month shopping spree, designer shopping spree. Every month, we're going to force you to go buy $1,000 worth of designer jewelry or clothes or whatever it is you want, or $1,000 a month towards a Jaguar or a Cadillac. So driving around in a car that we're paying for, wearing clothes that we bought you, doing presentations and watching videos on the TV we got for you, looking at your reports and your downline and monitoring your organization and the laptop we bought for you. So very nice awards at that position. National Marketing Director, imagine hitting the first mark and you get 10 custom suits for the men, or maybe custom designer suits for the women as well. Next benchmark, a jet ski or a motorcycle. Home remodeling, hitting the next mark, helping you remodel your home or something else that's comparable. Hit the next benchmark. Imagine a $60,000 mortgage reduction, or down payment on a house. You can use it for that. But imagine us forcing you to reduce your mortgage by 60 grand, or forcing you to finally buy a house because you wanted to. Imagine hitting the top benchmark at National Marketing Director, and we give you a boat. Be able to entertain, be able to take your team out. All this stuff is going to be a part of the lifestyle that's created. But here's the great part. The income that you make with us, you don't have to use for this because we'll buy this for you based on just hitting certain marks. And just know, as you move up and hit these marks, it means you're going to make more money in the compensation plan as well. And then we give you these awards. It's Senior Vice President is where it gets crazy. The first benchmark, imagine a diamond, a presidential Rolex watch or something comparable. Imagine hitting the next benchmark and it's your Lamborghini, whatever that dream car is. Imagine the next one is a private jet membership, a charter, a fractional ownership where you get 100 hours of flight time. You just pick it, choose it, make a call, and go get on your plane. A yacht, next benchmark. Not a boat, but a yacht. Imagine hitting the top one and we buy you a multi-million-dollar mansion. This is going to be out of control. We're forcing people to create a lifestyle. So the income's at Senior Vice President, you could buy this stuff. But we're going to put it in extra on top of everything else. So, we love awards. We love, in a sense, giving you presents. And there's nothing better than seeing the excitement of someone enjoying something. It's kind of like being a parent. When you're younger, you love opening up gifts, but when you get older and you have kids, you get more out of seeing them open it up and be excited. And that's kind of what we're looking forward to doing. And as owners, we want to give it to people and enjoy it. Just invite us with you. That's all we say. Is just invite us on your yacht. That's okay. Your first step is to hit our first earned position. You want to become a Senior Vice President and hit all that? Great. We're not going to teach you how to do that day one. But actually, by teaching you how to get to the first earned position, we've actually taught you how to do that. Because everything revolves around getting to that first step. How you become a certified team leader is the same basic fundamental element as it will take you to become a Senior Vice President. It's just get to this position and teach others to do the same thing. How do you become a CTO? Real simple. We help you acquire 10 customer points right away. And if you look at the point breakdown on the right, you'll see every business you sign up on Referdia 2.0 will be 2 points. Great. Every 2 consumers that sign up on 2.0 will be a point. So imagine if you were able to, blast through Facebook and all your emails and sign up, 50 consumers. Well, every 2 is a point. That's 25 points. In Vado Vacation Club, every retail vacation club customer is 2 points. Every standard energy, which just means mostly residential or small business, will be 1 point. Non-standard would be energy, big commercial that require a custom quote. We'll show you how to do that as well. It's a simple one-page form. And those are 2 points. Premium Web Pack, which is a benefits package that you can acquire that is our top-of-the-line benefit package that has everything you need in it to build a business. You'll see the more benefits in that. You'll see all the great things that are included in that. It's $49.95 a month for that service. Obviously, for running a business, $49 a month is not a lot. $50 a month, not a lot. But you get 3 points on top of that. It's worth it without us giving points, but we want to give points for that. You get 3 points for that. The Business Web Pack is a $29.95 plan, and you get 1 point for that as well. So, as you can see, to get your 10 points can be done very, very quickly, and we recommend that. You want to also start building a team, and your leaders will help you do this. You're going to become a professional introducer, and your leadership or the webinars or everything that we do for tools will help you build your team, is you want to just connect people to either your leaders or these presentations. We want to help you recruit at least your first 3 representatives. And again, at $99, it's very simple to do. As those people get certified with their 10 points, and not only will they be in a position to make money now, but it will promote you to certified team leader. And if you remember the bonuses before, you get $20 per person when they get their 10 points in 30 days or less. So by this happening, you're promoted to CTL, and you just made minimum of $60 in bonuses. And that's the first step. We'll talk about more of that in a second. But just in this portion here, guys, I think this is just a great slide to talk about, because everything out there today in business is about timing, positioning, and there is a degree of luck based on our opportunity. The timing, obviously, you got to be at the right place at the right time. You can't start marketing, VHS tapes today. That's done, right? It was great for that time, but the timing is gone. Our timing is perfect. We're right at the brink of an industry that needs change. As fast as group buying happened, just as fast the demand for change has happened. And we are 10 steps ahead of anybody out there in that change when you see everything that we're doing here. Timing is perfect. Part of a company that didn't just start today, that's built a foundation for almost 3 years now, 2.5 years. So you're not part of that startup phase in there, but you're a part of the beginning of a new industry and a new compensation plan. Positioning, you have to take action and position yourself right. It doesn't matter how good timing is if you don't take advantage of it and position yourself. The degree of luck comes from here. See, the great thing about network marketing is you know who you know. And sometimes people limit their success to the people they know, which I didn't understand until I went through that. And I introduced all my friends. Some of them were broke. Some of them, I didn't have a big sphere of influence that had a lot of influence, put it that way. But those people knew people I didn't know, who knew people I didn't know. And eventually I had some amazing people that became leaders in my organization that I didn't know, many, many levels deep. I would never have met that person if I didn't introduce my broke friend. So the luck was what happened over time. And those people that joined my organization beyond my sphere, beyond my reach. And so that's the great part. Some of your most impressive, top-producing people that could set records in the company, you don't know because it's 2, 3, 4, 5 generations removed from the person you know. That's the luck. You work hard, you get lucky, bottom line. When I looked at the industry, like I said, over 10 years ago, 12 years ago now, I don't know, 13 years ago, I sat in a room, saw a presentation, didn't understand 90% of it, but I knew I had to make some kind of change. I wanted my situation to change. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired of complaining and not doing anything about it. Realizing you can't fit more hours in. I couldn't create more than 24 hours in a day. I couldn't work more than I was working, and I was stuck. And I hated every month knowing what I was going to make. I hated knowing no matter how hard I worked, I couldn't increase that. And so I came to that crossroads, which everyone does after they see a presentation, to make a decision. And if I made a decision like, no, I don't want to do something different, or I don't understand it, whatever excuse I would have given, I was good at excuses. I knew nothing would change. I'd go back to what I was doing and realize, my life is just same year after year after year. I didn't want to look back 5 years from then and go, nothing's changed, or it got worse. By not making a change, nothing could change. So I'd say, you know what? I got nothing to lose because I'm still going to work my job. That income's still going to be there, but I'm going to create possibilities. I think all of this is about, and in life, is create as many possibilities as you can. There's no guarantees. There's only possibilities and opportunities. But if you take advantage of them, you'll never have the potential to achieve what you want. And if what you're doing right now is not achieve all your dreams, and you still have those dreams, which you should, then why not add another possibility to it? And if the worst thing that happens, and you fall flat on your face because you do absolutely nothing, it's the only way you can't make money, do nothing, you're still going to make the money you're making at your job to pay your bills anyways. So you really can't lose. You have way more to gain than what you could lose, especially for $99. I mean, I don't know how many people will spend $99. I mean, that was probably dinner for some people on Saturday night. And that dinner is not giving you any kind of lifestyle, probably, right? So, very good opportunity for the timing where we're at. You get a 1099 income, you get the tax write-offs, just unlimited possibilities, guys. So if you like what you see, get started. You got nothing to lose. And I promise you, you'll have a great team of people working with you and helping you, as well as a company behind you that cares. So 3 steps to success. Here's how this works. is first step is we want to get you to certified team leader. These 3 steps will help the entire process. How do we do that? We help you get 10 points right away, which we talked about. Second step, or simultaneous step, is we want to show you how to introduce at least 10 people to a presentation of any kind right away. Based on that, we should have at least 3 people. I believe more now because of it's $99. These are kind of numbers we used when it was $499 to get started. So if 10 people could yield 2 to 3 new representatives at $499, what could 10 exposures do at $99? Well, you'll figure it out. Then 5 events, whatever the next 5 events are. Could be the next webinar we're doing. Could be a meeting, a local meeting in your area. Whatever that is, your leaders will help you write down and put in the calendar what are the next 5 events. Plug into them. It isn't just knowledge here. It's belief. And the more knowledge you get, the more belief you'll get. The more understanding you'll get. You'll have aha moments every time you see a presentation. You'll have a launch sheet that you'll use. 3 simple steps. How to acquire customers, how to build a team, and personal development. Commit to the trainings, which we'll talk about. You'll have this sheet, literally, it's check marks. Fill it out. By the time it's filled out, you're a certified team leader. That's what the sheet is designed to do. So you'll have that in your hand as your leaders are helping launching your business for you, and getting you on the right track, showing you the fast track, work smart and hard, and get there quickly. Create a success story for yourself. That is the most important thing out of the gates. This sheet will be an instrumental part in that. In preparation, your homework, if you will be this. Make a few lists. Make a list of everyone you know, number 1. Do not prejudge anybody. Your job is not to decide for them. It's to expose them, let them make a decision. If someone won't look at it, great. If someone wants to come see it, great. If someone joins, great. If someone doesn't join, great. It does not matter. Your job isn't to decide or get emotional about a response. It's their choice, and it's timing in their life. If someone says no, it's not because of you or the opportunity. It's just the timing in their life. And just so you know, no means no for now. Because 6 months, they might be wide open for an opportunity because they're realizing what's happening, and the obvious to us now becomes obvious to them. Business owners, list them all. Because business owners get it. They're working for themselves already. They usually have large overhead and high risk. They love this, especially $99. And worst case, they become a referdia 2.0 customer portal. So business owners are great. And your top 5. Man, write down the 5 people you respect the most in business. People you look up to. The people that you would trust to run a multi-million-dollar company if it was yours and you had to walk away from one. Those people right away. In fact, get those people in contact with your leaders. They'll do the talking for you. Okay? And don't promote until train. Meaning, don't go talk to people until you know what to say, how to say it, and why to say it. And that'll come from your training with your upline representatives. We have the most important event coming up, which is literally imperative to becoming a national marketing director or senior vice president. I don't believe anyone will ever hit those positions without this event, generally speaking. But this event in Columbus, Ohio, will be more impactful than any event we will ever have in our company, from the past to the future. This will be the most impactful. This will be where we're changing the game in the industry of direct sales, where we're changing the game in the group buying. This is where everything will be trained. See, we've given bits and pieces of what's coming. We've given you the trailer for the movie that's going to be coming out. This is where we are premiering the movie. And then we're going to talk about it. We're going to train it. You're going to leave this event 6 months ahead of where you are now. It's in Columbus, Ohio, September 7th and 8th. Okay? And we've actually reduced this registration to $99. We had a pre-registration at $129. On-site was $149. We are now allowing people to register for $99. Okay? Register now. Because of that, promotion we're doing, it could easily fill up, easily. And so I'll tell you right today, it's not filled up. So I would register right now. It is an event that will be well worth it. If you could invest 2 days into this, I'm telling you, it could be worth, and I don't want to give numbers, it could be worth a wealth down the road, put it that way. When I looked at network marketing, the first international training I went to with that company, I looked back and said, if it wasn't for that training, I would not have went to the top of that company. I wouldn't have stayed in the game. I wouldn't know what I was a part of. I wouldn't have believed in it. No matter what someone said, I had to go experience it, meet the ownership, meet the leaders, get a feel of the heartbeat of that company to get my belief where it needed to be. And luckily, you guys have an event coming up in, 3 weeks? that can do that for you. You don't need to wait 6 months. We will not have another international event, probably for another 6 months or more. So this is an opportunity for those to get this information and run with it. If someone joins our company a month from now, they won't have a training to go to for 6 months. So 6 months they'll be trying to build this and work without an international training. So it's so important, that you attend this event if you're serious, and more important because of what's going to be announced, and literally be game changing. Can't tell you all the information because we're going to be announcing it at the event and training it. So now, also, guys, this webinar will be recorded and posted on the YouTube channel that we have, and probably sometime tomorrow. So that will be recorded and posted for you, so you can rewatch this if you want. You can have other people take a look at it, as well as we have two recorded webinars that we have on Referdia 2.0 updates on there, and we're going to constantly be adding webinars we do to that, so you at any time can go on and rewatch or watch for the first time, or have people on your team or other interested people watch it, and really allow you to utilize everything we're doing at really the click of a mouse. So, that is my portion tonight, guys. Again, if the concept makes sense, get with the person you talk to. Let's get you started. We just have a record number of people joining our company now. It's very exciting, and we don't want to leave anybody out. And obviously, the person that invited you on here thought enough of you to want to offer you this opportunity. The great part about our business is that you get to choose who you work with and choose who you don't want to work with. So just look at it as a compliment that they invited you on. They see value in you. They think you could bring value to the table. And if you're getting started, obviously, thank them and get started. If you're not, thank them anyways. Maybe become a consumer for them on our services, or try one of our other services. But again, guys, we appreciate everyone's time. We look forward to an incredible next 3 weeks, and really just a blast off in Columbus, Ohio. And I hope to see each and every one of you there. If you're there, you're on this webinar or whatever, make sure you come up to me, say hi. I'd love to have a conversation with you. And on behalf of all our co-founders and executive team, God bless, guys. Have a great night, and we will see you soon.